shot by Buddha. Facebook Gaming in the building.
Into the end zone! Five Nations, stand up!
You feel it? All right. Let's get into shop talk, man. And first little piece was Madden Bowl was crazy this year. Y'all know I haven't done tournaments like that for real. Y'all know the reason why. But as aside from me not playing Madden that much for real, and not that kind of taking a backseat to the content, that was a really good Madden Bowl. It felt like every game was a last second, somebody had to make a crazy play. You talking about Dreeny getting an onside kick versus Dez, just the plays that Astro was making, putting belt on John Beast, Henry making a blind read for his life with a table route, like crazy stuff. But I got a question for y'all, Shop. Got a question, man. Do y'all think that we're getting old and the game is losing its luster that way, and the game is like being cycled down to the younger players are enjoying this different type of Madden, this non-classical Madden? Or do you think the game is just bad and nobody's enjoying playing? Because this year was a year where, even though EA sold some of their some big wig type things that happened, they did have an MCS tournament in Spain. The LCQ was a live event, and then the Madden Bowl was completely nuts this year. They had like Melvin Gordon, they had Ocho Cinco, they had a lot of people popping in, being a part of it, but it just feels different. So I that's my first question to y'all. Like, Two Times Fast going younger. They say 88 luck ran out. 88 is actually good, bro. He's one of my dark horses all the time because people don't respect 88 for some reason. He kind of like Lambo. 88 and Lambo just win, but people don't respect him for some reason. Ghost Recon. He said the YNs is playing and enjoying it. It was good in the beginning, but like always, they dumbed down the defense. I just thought this year, one thing that always made a great Madden player was somebody who had crazy pocket. And this year, I don't think that they reward like Astro for all he done, the crazy stuff. Him getting hit and fumbling with that QB is something that I feel like should happen anytime people do extra moves with the QB running around and don't slide or throw the ball away. But I think that takes away from some part of the skill level of the game. But overall, I think it's half and half. Like to me, half of it is we getting older and in the game that we love is changing. And then the other side is like the game is tailor fit for the masses of making it more of, so easy the caveman can do it, so to speak, that anybody can pick up a scheme and have a run. And I just don't think some of us older players want to invest the time in a game that comes back to a lot of RNG. But it was a great Madden Bowl, so it's like we also have to learn not to just be negative about the changes that's happening, things that we love. It could be music, it could be the family structure, it could be a lot of stuff that changes right before your eyes, and you just don't like the way that the changes is going. So you say it's bad, but in reality, like, it's more opportunity for the people that's playing competitive Madden, before as just us people who just enjoy the purity of the game. It just kind of like college football. Like, I am so happy that the NIL hit and these kids can get paid. But then again, watching entire teams leave hit the portal before the bowl games, having your favorite player play on, 3 different teams, like it just makes it weird. And I think that's one of the things that took the luster off the NBA is that your favorite player, like, it's too easy for a general manager to send Luka Doncic to the Lakers after he just went to the NBA Finals. So all the kids that bought Luka Doncic jerseys that fell in love with Luka, now he's on the Lakers. It's like then you fall in love with this player and he's on this plane. Fall in love, like there's no lifers anymore. They said by IRL, some QBs be having escape artists, but not to the extent of like, okay, perfect example. Who's an escape artist in the NFL? Lamar. Last couple playoffs, Lamar do some wild stuff, fumble the ball. Josh Allen. What did he do before half in this year's playoff? doing too much with the football. Boom. Bo Nix scrambling at the end of a game in overtime, gets hurt, out for the season. Like IRL, you can do all that, and it don't matter if you're an amazing athlete. At some time, it catch up to you. Like it had to have some realism in the game that you have to be able to have pocket, avoid blitzes properly, and if you about to get hit, if you can't throw the ball away and slide with stick skill, and you just like truck 5 people, and there's like Warren Sapp, Michael Strahan, and Javon Curse hit stick your quarterback, and he do a helicopter flip and don't fumble. Then it's kind of like, all right, bro, we playing NFL Street. I like the offense, but don't dumb down the defense when you know. Yeah, I mean, the no baseline press has really changed the game. People think that people getting mad about bunch act nasty and stubbing those. It's not the plays. It's that when you come out in your defense is always like for whatever adjustments you make, your defense always like just dumbs out. As far as the way they line up, so they put switch stick in the game because they don't have a proper way to make the game baseline without putting baseline back in the game. So you put switch stick, and then switch stick is just like, let me just guess where the ball going and track the ball. Not spinning 2-3 times in the backfield. KT, you feel me? YouTube doesn't help. Back in the day, you couldn't copy somebody's game. The way Astros running it with Fields look like Cam Ward this season, especially on them cross middle passes, and even one for the touchdown across his body. Yeah, but then Cam Ward also was at the top of the league in fumbles. Cam Ward had like 15 fumbles this season doing that same thing. You making my point 2 times. I need right now for you to hit the undefeated sticker, and if you don't have the undefeated sticker, to pop on kick. If you have if you're on kick, you can use up to 50 emos free without even being a sub. 2 times. I'm so good that I made 2 times make my point for me. Literally, Cam Ward can make those plays, but he also is at the top of the league in fumbling because he be doing too much sometimes. Sometimes he need to throw the ball away. Sometimes he need to slide bandana dreamy ones. They running back 30 plus yards and bombing it. Don't happen. Nah. Switch stick is lazy. It's a good addition to the game, but you know, like the only penalty to switch sticking is like people just throwing streaks. But see, they haven't been fumbling. That's why it was so funny to watch him fumble for a touchdown. Because like, wow, I've watched people do that for the last 3 days, and that's the first time I've seen somebody actually get hit and fumble. This I'm saying is football or Madden. Like, if you're gonna put dynamic moves from the quarterback, where the quarterback can spin and juke and do all that, you also have to be fair, and you also got to be fair and say when that person, like the skill of the game is when a person is doing too much with their quarterback and they don't slide or they don't throw it away, when they do get hit stick by Ray Lewis, that the ball is on the ground. Like this has just been one of those years where like people just don't fumble the ball when they get hit, and I think that's a problem especially with QBs. Like having to have pick artists to catch wide open interceptions, like no eyes, no pick, but then people will like just catch like ridiculous passes. It's a few things I think, but like I say, the young guys might be enjoying it, and it might just be us old heads that is sitting around frustrated about it because the game that we love has changed, and it could just be evolving to a point that, you know, maybe, just maybe, the game is slowly passing us by. Cause I feel like I could put the time in anytime they have an MCS qualifications, I can qualify and go single limbs. Am I going to make a run? Probably not. My last game in single limbs was Skimbo, and Skimbo was sitting up there a little bit overweight, chunky, with a suit on, looking like RG, up there caught with the hands like this, being a commentator, you know. And at the end of the day, it's like, hey, like the game is even getting by some of the greatest that like these young boys just taking it to a different situation. It's just getting younger. He said, I'm just saying fumble will happen and some may not. When you think It should, like y'all not feeling that burst. You feel me? He said, old heads getting stressed out, man. We ain't got time. Hit that subscribe, like, comment, share. Tap into the daily uploads at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you missed the live streams, you got picture in picture. And if I don't get to any questions during the live streams or the pods, drop them in the comments. I'll make it part of the weekly mailbag. If you're following on the blue, smash those reactions. I know you're OG. Hit that like, comment, share, tap into the daily content that is the shop. If you're new to the shop, you definitely should be tapped in on the green. No ads, up to 50 emotes free for just being a follower. You do not have to be a supporter to unlock picture in picture, late night streams. Follow us on Kick. We also live on Twitch. Look out for the drops, as well as if you have Amazon Prime, it's free $99 to sub to the channel once a month. Don't let Jeff Bezos stick that money back in his pocket. If you don't use it on the shop, use it on another content creator that you like. I still call it Twitter, but follow us on X. We tweet back. If you missed the daily shop talks, make sure you tap in for the late night cap on the purple and the green. The Discord is always open. Outside of subs, donos, and cash apps, is also another way to support the content. That's by grabbing a trucker hat, a bandana, hoodies, the classic barbershop, Vibe Nation, right out of the official merch store on Tactic, formerly known as Geeks Unleashed. Code Buddha at checkout to get a discount.